How's your day? Sixth grade, right? Fifth grade. Wow.
Hi, Mr. Padilla. Muy bien, muy bien.
Hi guys. Hi Dr. Moreno, how are you? How was school today? Lots of homework? I have homework. You want some homework? Oh, okay. Natalia, ¿y tú? Sí. ¿Y qué grado va a estar? Sí, está. Pre-K4, ¿en you? Segundo grado. Me gustan tus lentes.
Hi, I'm Kate Ruiz. I am a sixth grader at Savannah Heights. I have some questions for you, Dr. Moreno.
Sure.
What is a superintendent?
So a superintendent, the best way that I always describe to kids, it's kind of like the principal of all the principals. So I help to lead our principals, I help to coach our principals so that they can continue to lead your campuses and be able to provide you the best quality education ever.
What made you decide to come to Somerset ISD?
The kids, and the families. You know, one of the things that I love is serving families that really, here in Somerset, there's so much culture here to celebrate. You know, one of the things that I've really enjoyed the past 2 weeks, actually going into my third week, is that I've gotten to use more Spanish, because that's my first language, to be able to support our families, our kids, our teachers. So it's just been incredible.
What do you enjoy about our school district?
Well, definitely the people, you know, because when you think about a school district, it's a heart of a community. And for me to be able to work and lead within our school district along with our board of trustees, it's just it's a dream come true. So, you know, I've met so many great families already. I've met a lot of our staff members as well. But I've met a lot of moms and dads and grandmothers, abuelitos, abuelitas. So it's just been so much fun, and I'm enjoying every single day that I'm here.
That's great. What is your favorite part about school growing up?
You know, I grew up in Baytown, Texas. Both of my parents are from Mexico. They were both from Monterrey, Nuevo León. And so my dad, when he came to the United States, you know, his dream was to be able to provide his family with, you know, a quality education. And of course, with he and my mom working together, they were able to support my sister, Laura, and my sister, Mireya, as well, and provide us an education.
I'm really into Marvel superheroes. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
I'll tell you what I feel my superpower is, and that is teaching. Because even though I'm a superintendent, I'm always going to be a teacher at heart, right? Because I work with every day is working with everybody that I serve is always to help them find the best within themselves to better support our kids. And so I consider that to be a teacher. I might wear a tie, I might, you know, wear a suit sometimes, but it's all about what we do with our hearts, right? And we lead with our hearts and we teach with our hearts.
All right. Tell us about our family. Do you have any kids?
Oh yeah, I have Bianca, who today, if we could give her a shout out, today's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
And my daughter Bianca, she's 18 today, and we're really excited because she just got accepted to UT Austin, in Austin, so she's excited. We're excited as a family to support her. And then I have my son Jose, who's a sixth grader. And he loves soccer, and he's in the band as well. He plays the trumpet, just like I do. And he also discovered basketball, so he loves playing basketball as well.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You know, it's an honor for me to be able to serve here in Somerset. It's an honor to be able to meet everyone that I'm meeting. I can't wait to meet more of our families and our kids and our students. So just know I'll be in and out of your hallways, in and out of classrooms, so that I get to know how I can better serve you.
Well, thank you so much. And
You know, I think that today, you know, it's a great, with Mr. Padilla, our bus driver, He allowed me to come onto our bus today to be able to travel with you, because I think one of my roles as a superintendent is to get to know our community. And what better way than to get on a bus to be able to go down the streets and take a left here, take a right there, so that I can understand where our kids live, where our families live, and for us to make sure that our kids are safe. Because I always want to know that when you board a bus that you're safe. I want to know when you get off a bus that you're safe. And what better way for me to do that than to get on the bus and really share this opportunity with our kids. On top of that is to be able to get to know our Somerset community, because Somerset is, people think it's a small town or small community, but I don't know if everybody knows this, but it's 87 square miles. That means going from one point to the other point of our whole boundaries. I mean, it takes you 30, 45 minutes, depending on where you're at. So it's really big in many ways. And I know we have future growth coming in. So I want to understand those things so that when I'm planning with our board of trustees, planning for your future and being ready, we all have a good sense of what that looks like.
Oh, well, thank you so much, and thank you for being with us today.
Well, I have a question for you. So what do you love about Somerset?
What I love about Somerset is I love the people, and I love the way that if you need something, they'll always be there, or meeting new people, or at my sports event, everyone cooperates, or very good people.
One of the things that you said is cooperate. What does that mean to you? What does that look like?
For me, because I'm in robotics, and when we're together or in competitions, we're oh, we need this, we need that. We don't really argue with it. We just we start to understand one another over time.
I'm so glad that you mentioned robotics, because I love STEM. When we start talking about STEM, and one of the great things about Somerset as well that all of our families can enjoy is that we start STEM and teaching and instruction at a very early age, all the way through high school. So robotics, it's just one of those things that I know our kids love. Like today, I actually got to go to Somerset Elementary School, and I met with some of the students that were creating different types of books. They were creating different types of projects, and they're called passion projects. And the passion projects, they were creating coding. That means that they were coming up with their own games on the computer, developing them from scratch, and we could see the animation happening. And so that's one of the things that we want our kids to enjoy within our school district.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
I got one more question for you.
Oh.
So what's your favorite subject?
Social studies.
Tell me about that.
It's just social. I love learning about the United States history, and I don't know. I just I'm oh my god, let's do that. Let's do this like that.
Yeah, and history is very important, right? Because it's often said that in history, it repeats itself, right? So if we know what our history is about, and let's think about our history here in Somerset, or let's think about the history in San Antonio. We know in some way or other it's going to repeat itself, so we want to be prepared. We want to make sure that we're always providing guidance and helping others, right? Because kindness is the most important thing that we can have in our hearts, right? And compassion for others is another big part that we want to have in our hearts to be able to support others.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. And I appreciate you inviting us to be on this ride with you today.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to say a nice goodbye to everybody watching on Facebook Live.